Hello everyone. Tragic news for the entire chess community. Daniel Naroditsky has passed away. Therefore, today we will analyze one of his significant games that he played in 2011 at the United States Junior Championship. Caden Trough played with the white pieces, and after the few initial moves on the board we have the Queen's Indian defense for pawn attack. Naroditsky develops the light square bishop to g4 to attack the queen. Here the queen is the only defender of the pawn on d4. The recommended move for white is queen to d2. Instead, white plays queen to b3, attacking the undefended pawn on b7. Naroditsky develops the knight to c6 with enormous pressure on the central pawn on d4. The recommended move for white is e5, attacking the knight, which retreats to d7. After that, bishop to e3 protects central pawn d4. Instead of that, white plays immediately bishop to e3, and Naroditsky sees the opportunity and pushes the pawn to e5. The threat is to capture on d4 with a fork on the knight and the bishop. White ignores the threat and plays queen takes to b7. Black responds immediately, e takes to d4. The recommended move for white is knight to d5. Instead, white plays knight to b5. Naroditsky castles. The recommended move for white is h3 to drive away the opponent's bishop. But unfortunately, white plays queen takes to c6, so Naroditsky continues with d takes to e3. White allows himself a mistaken move. He retreats the knight to c3, opening the dangerous semi-open b-file to his opponent. Naroditsky immediately takes advantage of that and places a rook on the b-file. He is threatening to capture the pawn on b2. The recommended move for white is again h3, but white plays bishop to e2. Naroditsky plays rook takes on b2, and white castles long, attacking the rook. Now Naroditsky also places his queen on the b-file. The recommended move for white is bishop takes on g4. Instead, white plays h3. Naroditsky ignores the attack and plays knight takes to e4. With this move, he sacrifices the knight because he wants to remove the knight on c3, which is the defender of b1 square. White can now play queen takes to e4, but Naroditsky has moved bishop takes to c3. And of course, white don't want to lose his knight, so instead of queen takes to e4, he plays knight takes to e4. Now that the b1 square is no longer defended, Black plays rook to b1, check. The white retreats his king to c2. Naroditsky plays queen to b2, check. The king retreats to d3. The recommended move for black is rook takes to d1, check. But instead, Naroditsky wants to play queen a3, check. White defends the check by covering with the knight on c3. But Naroditsky plays queen takes on c3, check, and after king to e4, he plays f5 check. The king retreats to d5. Naroditsky finally played rook takes on d1, check. This was the final move of the game, after which white decided to resign. The thing here is that if white in reply recaptures on d1, Naroditsky will play queen to d4, check. And after king to e6, the black will play queen to f6, check. There are two squares where the king can retreat. If white chooses king to d5, then queen to f7 is mate. Also, if white chooses king to d7, the same continuation, queen to f7, is checkmate. That's all in this video. I hope that you enjoy in this interesting game.